Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Templar Battleforce. I'm your host Imperialis, and we are going to continue on with this Let's Play here. We're moving on to Mission 4. You'll notice the game's been updated to version 1.15. They added, in this update, the big thing, in addition to some more minor bug fixes and the like, is they added the ability to swap out Templars at the beginning of a mission, which is very useful. Yet a lot of missions you'll still have some Templars you have to bring, and naturally your captain always has to be along for the ride, but you can swap out particular Templars. It won't necessarily force you to use a preset selection and then bring in new guys as the mission progresses. So with that in mind, let's get back into it. We'll bring up Brianna again here. And at the end of the last episode, we still had some requisition and stuff to spend, so let's do that now. And in my off-camera playthrough, I know I had said that I might go down the soldier and captain route first, but I think I might actually open up this way a little bit, specifically aiming for the paladin. Two reasons for that. One, because after I get melee specialists, I get the minor medtech, which lets me deploy medkits to the field, which are always useful in keeping Templars alive. So, and then also the paladin he's another melee unit, and he has a few abilities that let him heal other Templars, which is extremely useful. So, yeah, Paladin's nice to have, especially if the goal is to keep your Templars alive. So I'll unlock heavy suit adaptations. Woo, nothing special there. And melee specialists. And then I am going to maybe go down. Need 30 RP for that, 20 RP for that, so I could pick up both. Yeah, I'll pick up both Soldier 1 and Specialist Adaptations, which drops me down to 4 requisition points, but now I'll be able to also get medkits, and I'm one step closer to picking up the paladins. So that's that. Now, as for upgrades, and let me know in the comments if you want me to do this on or off screen. I think it's worthwhile to do this at least at the beginning and sort of see my logic behind how and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But it also takes time, which you may or may not want to watch. Okay, so keeping in mind my plan to sort of keep Brianna melee and close combat oriented, I'm going to give her gunnery and strength. And can I get anything new and cool? Ooh, I kind of like that one. +1 to all accuracy. That's kind of handy. So we'll pick that up. And, oh, or alternatively, no. Unequip that. And instead of using the Leviathan command, I'm going to upgrade her to the Champion command. It increases the armor, increases deflection, which is definitely useful. So, Dalen Ortho, let's level you up. First of all, I want to see. Yeah, you can pick up the Leviathan armor, so that'll be priority number 1 for you. Or do I get you the heavy Leviathan? Does significantly more damage, has a lot more penetration. Let's do the heavy Leviathan and pop the autoloader on you. You're going to be our sort of longer ranged, at least for this long range heavy damage, I guess, is sort of where we're going with you. Don't really care about auto block for him, so don't need to worry about the twitch backbone. The nice thing about the soldiers is they're fairly straightforward. Strength, gunnery. Logan, the engineer. What do we want to give you? Can you get... You can get Leviathan armor, and I think that might be worthwhile, because anything to make you more survivable is a good thing. So we'll leave you with the increased dodge, pistol, cutter fist. I don't really care so much about. But let's give you... Give you a point of engineer, and let's do focus, willpower, fortitude. Let's do focus this level. Maybe I'll bump up his fortitude again next level. Lotari. Let's just equip you pretty much the same way as we have Dalen right now. Same deal. Up your strength, up your gunnery. Drusilla, the scout. You have... What do I want to do with this? I like crippling fire, but I don't have that unlocked yet. Just because it gives that -2 movement point penalty to them, which is awesome. I mean, this lowers their armor, so it's good for kind of opening up with and hitting them with a piercing fire, and then your follow-up shots do more damage. But lowering their movement and their dodge is handy. But I found Overdrive 2 really, really handy, because that increases movement points by 2 and further increases stealth, which hasn't been as useful for me, but Overdrive, or the increased movement, certainly has been. And now there's kind of 2 ways you can do a scout, and that's all in the equipment rifle. You've got the scout rifles, which are basically sniper rifles, or you've got the needle guns. Now, the needle guns do less damage overall, have less penetration, but they also do bio damage. The other neat thing about them is they're tied to quickness instead of strength. And quickness synergizes a lot better with scouts. You don't want them in melee combat anyhow. And the quickness makes it easier for them to avoid ranged attacks. So I'm kind of... In my off-camera, I built up my scout with the needle rifles and with the quickness. So, and then cranked up gunnery. Well, we'll start with cranking up gunnery and then go up stealth a bit. Now, you can get some gear. So, go for better ranged accuracy. You're not going to be getting in close combat. I don't think you really have much of anything else. Well, let's give you the Aegis Gauntlet, give you some auto block chance. Okay, that's that, and I think that's everyone. So let's go out and we will deploy. Vea Victis, Templars, we have breached the alien hull. This moment will be remembered by your lineages. Strike true. To encounter something so completely alien, I do not know if I would be able to stand here without terror, if not for those who came before me. My ancestors who passed down their memories. How many times have I boarded an alien vessel? The living, moving walls, the stink of Xeno, the screaming of our sensors. Each of us is steeled by our ancestors' lives. We are fearless for their victories. Templars, we must gather into a defensive formation. The Xeno hull is alive. They will come from every direction. We've got to guard each other's backs. Captain, my sensor kit is garbled, but I can sense a powerful biopresence approaching from the north. As it was, so it will be. The enemy will come through the maw ahead of us. Shalun favors the brave, Templars. Be ready to stand against its elite guard. The champion among the aliens will come to us. When it does, it will open the gateway deeper into the vessel, into the heart of this abomination. Then we will strike. We must survive 6 turns before the Xeno champion will emerge. Be sure to match Templars wielding high penetration weapons against enemies with higher deflection. Scouts carry higher penetration sniper rifles and would be better matched against hardened targets like hunters than skitterings, which is actually kind of the opposite now because the needle gun is a low penetration weapon that does damage over time, so the scout's almost better against the skitterlings now, and these guys with their heavy leviathans are better against the hunters. If an attack scores a penetrating hit, the target's armor is reduced by half. When an attack penetrates, the damage is displayed with a P, such as 42P. These are the highest level Templars who are auto-selected for this mission. You'll pay the supply point difference between the 2 Templars when you swap them, which can restrict who you can deploy to a level. So yeah, that's their little tutorial on how to swap units. Now you see if I click on him, I have the option to swap him out. I can pick Veronica or Logan, neither of whom I particularly want because there's no deployment points to capture here and Veronica's first level. So yeah. Anyhow, let's get started. Well, that didn't go so well. Hit points left. You can polish him off, maybe. There we go. Now if you do an attack on him, and if you come up here and try to finish him off, good, then you can both overwatch in different directions. This is not a terribly easy mission. Actually going to bring him over here. I'll pop Brianna up here because they come up from this way as well, but Brianna does have the pistol that will help keep some of that stuff off our backs. Overwatch again. And if I go right there with the Overwatch, should... You still have a shot. Can you take him out? Oh, good. Okay, good. So let's end this turn. Good, good. Took him out. Okay, scout, shoot that. And shoot that. Overwatch up here. And take that out. I mean, the real key on this mission seems to be avoid getting overwhelmed, because it can happen quite easily. Let's pull you up a little bit and stick the Overwatch back down. Here? That seems good. Just want to avoid anything coming up from here and try and force them to go through that Overwatch square. Okay. You're fine on health. You've got 118 hit points. So let's end the turn. Okay. Now, what turn is it? Still not too much excitement. Okay. May as well shoot the nest if I can. Oh, here they come. You take out that skittering. If you advance a little bit, one more square, chuck a grenade, and then fall back. And you can shoot at that. Good. And you guys could just sort of hang out on Overwatch. Ow, that didn't feel good. Oh, here it is. Okay, so now what I really need to do is just run both of... Oh, I forgot to read that. It has arrived. On my word, Templars, focus on the leader. She's not lying. Because they keep spawning, and if you get distracted trying to kill them, the leader will just tear you apart. And there it is. By the sacred! What is that thing? It stands like a human, but as tall as a leviathan. It is like a mockery of our kind. What evil has created this monstrosity? Rally, Templars! That xenoform is a Goliath, a genetic freak created by the bioengineering tanks of the Navardians. Their evil has no bounds. Let us prove it dies like all of its kind. To battle, knights! Okay. So you need to charge in. Try to take out both those guys in one go. And chuck a grenade at him. Missed. Dang. Okay. Scout. Come up. Shoot him. Oh, and you can still just do a regular attack on him. There. Okay. Now you charge up. Try to keep that scout covered. Can you reach anyone? You can. Good. Didn't kill him, though. And you advance up here. Pop an Overwatch back on. Okay. Let's end the turn. Okay, shoot him. And I got him. Excellent. Die, Xeno! Now is our moment, Templars. The gateway is open, and their champion lays ruined. It is time to end this. Victory for veterans. Everybody leveled up. At least everybody who tagged along. So let's accept that. I did it in 7 turns, which was pretty quick. I mean, really, he only showed up on the 6th turn, so I managed to take him down the very next turn. 24 kills. No secondary objectives. I didn't. I've never even bothered looking for secondary objectives on that level, just because of how easily you can get overwhelmed on it. Okay, so let's accept that. I don't mind that at all. So, I guess I gained a bunch more requisition, 191 new requisition points, and I got some leveling up to do. But I think I'm going to put a cut in here. Next episode, I might do the leveling off screen. Let me know if you would rather see me actually go through and level everybody up. I'll probably still do the requisition on screen because that's a bit more significant, and I can talk a bit more about my my logic behind what I'm picking and what I'm not picking. As a matter of fact, let's just do the requisition now because I kind of have it planned out. Like I said, I want to aim for that paladin as quick as I can. So, with that in mind, gonna unlock melee specialist, and then unlock the paladin. So I've got a battlefield healer now, which is extremely useful. And with my remaining 100 points, yes, crippling fire, that's what I want. So get crippling fire for the scout. Engineer I'm going to leave B for now, but I still have another 71 points. So do I want to go down, pick up the plasma rifle? The plasma rifle is an interesting weapon. It does a lot of damage, but it is very short-ranged, and you can equip it on your soldiers. So far, I enjoy having the longer-ranged rifles more so than the plasma rifle. Being able to push that the Overwatch out further seems to be extremely useful a lot of the time. But I could pick up both. I could get the next level of soldier and pick up the plasma rifle, leaving me with 1 requisition point remaining. So that's going to be it for this episode, I guess. Please like, comment, subscribe. It's always great to hear. And remember, if you want a Templar named after you, put a comment in the comment section of the first video, and you can join Lotari and everybody else who will hopefully also get renamed. So until next time, I've been your host Imperialis, and we will see you then. Cheers.